Good evening, world. It is 8 o'clock in the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed my recent video. That was Ivan. That was one of the best videos you ever made. Yeah, that's why I said interesting video, because it was a very, very interesting video. When I watched it, I was so hooked watching it. The 1 hour and 30 minutes went by so fast. Because, it was shocking. He was, holy shit, Ivan, you're considering other actors? Yes, I am. Even though these actors or Zans are most likely chosen, I am most likely going to choose. I might choose perhaps Daniel Kaluuya for the role. Don't hate me, John Boyega. Like John Boyega gets mad. I'm like, John, this is the entertainment industry. It's business. You're the first man on my list, but who knows? There's a good chance I might choose Daniel Kaluuya, maybe, or maybe Michael B. Jordan for the role of Tacitonius. You see what I'm saying? But Michael B. Jordan is highly unlikely. More likely Daniel Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya has more of that northern foreign look. Whereas Michael B. Jordan, he has too much of that black American look. See what I'm saying? You can easily put makeup on and make him look more like a northern if you want. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think Viggo Mortensen is good for Maramis. Obviously, you can have him and Don Cheadle fight for the job. Who do you think? Okay, Peter, what do you think of Viggo Mortensen as the captain of the blacksmiths? Sorry, the captain of the archers. So he'll be fighting with his bow and arrow instead of fighting with his sword. What do you think of Eli? What do you think of Viggo Mortensen as Maramis the archer, the captain of the wall guards? Oh, Peter, I think he's pretty good. Holy shit! I mean, like you're considering a lot of my Lord of the Rings cast. Yeah, I think a lot of your Lord of the Rings. Yeah, the actor for Amber, I think he's good for Cornelius too. You can beef him up a little bit more and have him play Cornelius, Eli's right hand man, the captain of the blacksmiths. And Cornelius fights in the book. He fights in the war. He fights with his sword. He's a melee. He's a big man. He's a Southern, obviously. So the actor for Amber will be a badass fighter, but he won't be as badass as guys like John Boyega or Daniel Kaluuya or Michael B. Jordan or Maramis, Don Cheadle or Viggo Mortensen. Like those guys are all Northerns, obviously. Yeah. Digimon Sue is perfect for Cassius. There's other people out there who are also good for Cassius too. There's other men out there who are good for the role of Cassius, obviously. The guy who was the guy who played Michael B. Jordan's father in the guy who played Michael B. Jordan's father in Black Panther, obviously. The guy who played Eric Killmonger's father in Black Panther, who dies in the beginning. The guy who's in the show This Is Us. He's good for what? For Cassius too. And have him compete with Digimon Sue. I'm not just gonna hand these actors a role. They have to fight for the job, man. And it's not fair to other actors Hall. You need to give other actors Hall an opportunity. That's why I'm gonna have all the major stars who I'm thinking of for Zanes read. I'm gonna have them read. Hey guys, before I consider casting you, I want to see you guys read for the part. You're gonna be all nervous. Oh, Ivan, that's not fair. I'm like, no, guys, that's how it works. I want to see you read for the part. That way I know. That I made the right choice choosing you guys. You see what I'm saying? And I'll have other actors compete with them. Have Daniel Kaluuya read for Tacitonius. You can have Michael B. Jordan read for Tacitonius. And have those two actors read for Tacitonius, obviously. Yeah, and I can have Viggo Mortensen read for Maramis. I can have Zoe King read for Belle if you want. You can have Zoe King read for Belle, the role of Belle. Belle for the movie, yeah, VJ's best friend, and what? Danielle Minette, who's good for Danielle Minette's perfect for Mary. I can't think of anyone better for the role than her. I'm trying to think here. There's other actors who are a bit bigger who can be good for Mary, obviously. There's other actors in Hollywood who are good for the role. Obviously, yeah. Hence why what? Hence why you look at something crazy for the reels in Hollywood, man. Yeah. So Michael B. Jordan, if he is chosen, most likely not, but if he is chosen, I'll pay him $9 million for the role of Tacitonius, playing the role of my cousin, my close cousin in the book, obviously. And he'll be training with me and Digimon Sue, Idris Alba, and Don Cheadle or Viggo Mortensen, whoever I choose in sword fighting. Obviously, he's gonna be a badass northern fighter. I'll pay him 9 million for the role because he's bigger than John Boyega, right? He's an A-list actor, but he's kind of like, he's not that big. Pay him 9, and give him 0.01% of the profits. It's a good deal for him. So he signed his nice what, like $13 million deal, whatever it is, 13-14 million deal. The chances are 0.01 is a good like 4 to like 5 million in royalties. You're probably looking at maybe 1.1, 1.2 million people buying it. Michael Jordan will make his nice like 6 million in royalties, whatever it is. So he's signing like his 14 million deal. It's a good paycheck for him. Walking away with like a $4+ million check in his bank, $5+ million check in his bank after taxes. It's a good paycheck for Michael B. Jordan, obviously. And he'll destroy the role of Tacitonius, obviously. And Daniel Kaluuya, I'll match I'll match his salary with Michael B. Jordan. Because Daniel Kaluuya is like an ace actor, hybrid rising star. He's an ace actor, but he's not that big. He's kind of like, he's not that big, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it, he did a big budget movie called Nope. And he also did like other independent movies. But you don't really see him landing big budget movie roles, Daniel Kaluuya. But he would have done Black Panther 2, but he's not in Black Panther 2, and he also did Nope. So he pretty much is an ace actor. He's an ace actor, hybrid rising star. Pay him, I can match his salary with John Boyega. Pay him 8.9 for the role. Pay him the same amount of money as John Boyega, and give him 0.01% of the profits. That's a good paycheck for Daniel Kaluuya, as he doesn't make that in Hollywood. He probably makes his 1 million for his movies because he's not that big. He probably makes like 1 million, 1.5 million for his movies. Because Daniel Kaluuya is not really an ace actor. He's kind of like a rising star, in a way, hybrid A-list actor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not really established in the industry yet. That's why, whereas Michael B. Jordan is established in the industry. He's an ace actor, whereas Daniel Kaluuya was not an ace actor. He's more of a rising star. Am I right, guys? Yeah, he's a rising star. Yeah, he's not really an established ace actor yet. But in a couple years from now, he's going to rise to that ace rank. Because he's doing all these, like, he did Judas Messiah. You know what I'm saying? That movie, a good story, but the movie was a little boring. I didn't really like that movie. The story of Frank, the Frank Black Panther leader, right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. I checked John Wayne Davis. He's perfect for Eli. My only concern is his age. He's 78 years old now. So by the time he films the movie, he'll be like 84 around there, man. I don't know, 2030 will be about the time I film Zanus. That's 8 years from now. 78 plus 8 is what? 70 what? 76. He'll be 86. He'll be 80 like 5, John Mike Davis, by the time he films Zanus, man. But Christopher Lee, when he was in his 80s, he was still working in The Hobbit. He was fine, obviously. What I can do is I can have John Mike Davis act, and whenever he fights, you can have stunt doubles. A lot of stunt doubles come in and do the fighting for him if you want. For John Mike Davis, if you want. But John Mike Davis is perfect for Eli, because Eli's an older dude. Eli's a guy who's in his late 60s to late 70s. Late 60s to early 70s. You can easily have John Mike Davis play VJ's father, obviously. He's perfect for the role. My only concern is his age, though, man. He's getting old. He's 78 years old now. But Christopher Lee was in his 80s when he did The Hobbit. He was still pretty strong, yeah. John Mike Davis is good. Or I'm thinking the guy from or you can have the King Theoden actor to be VJ's father. For Eli, the leader of Sapphires, he's younger. He's only like 70 years old, in his early 70s. The Benjamin Bernard guy, you can have him compete with John Mike Davis. I'll tell Peter, I think John Mike Davis is perfect for Eli, but my only concern is his age. He's getting old, Peter. He's pushing. He's in his 80s. By the time he films the movie, he'll be like 84 years old. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a lot older. Ivan, don't worry about it. He'll be fine. You know what I mean? Christopher Lee filmed The Hobbit. You know what I'm saying? When he was in his 80s, he was doing just fine. Yeah. John Mike Davis will be fine, Ivan. Don't worry about it. Because John Mike Davis is like 78 years old. You see what I'm saying? Whereas the Benjamin Bernard guy is in his late 60s, I think. He's like in his early 70s right now, so he's younger than John White Davis. Hey Peter, what do you think of Benjamin Bernard actor and John White Davis for the role of Eli? Peter's like, holy shit, you're creative. Yeah, I can picture I can picture John White Davis as the leader of Sapphires, BJ's father. Yeah, and I can picture I can picture the King Theoden actor as leader of Sapphires too. Yeah, you can picture him as the leader of Sapphires. Yeah, you can have him play VJ's father, obviously. VJ's father. Obviously. And the actor for Amber, I don't know his name, who's in the show The Boys, obviously, he's good for Cornelius. Hey, Peter, what do you think of your Lord of the Rings actor, the actor for Amber? You know what I'm saying? What do you think of him for the role of Cornelius, the blacksmith, obviously, Eli's right-hand man? I can picture him as a blacksmith, yeah. Holy shit, you're creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have all your fucking characters planned out. Yeah, Peter, holy shit, like this is you have everything planned out, man. Like you have no experience in the entertainment industry. This is your first time making a movie, and you're fucking prepped, Ivan. Holy shit, Ivan, you did your research. Yeah, I did. I even know what I want all my cast members yeah. You can have the Anonzo actor. You can have the Anonzo. Here's the thing. Dwayne Johnson is also good for Cornelius. The problem with him, he's too expensive. Hence why I'm not hiring him. You see what I'm saying? Huh? Dwayne Johnson's very good for Cornelius because he's a big buff man, but he's too expensive. Hire cheaper actors. Hire cheaper B-listers, rising star actors. There's other actors I could think of who would be good for the role of Cornelius. But my top two candidates right now are the Anonzo actor who was in Zoo. You can have him send in his reels, obviously, and I can have the Amber actor send in his reel and have them compete for the job, see who's better for the role of Cornelius, who is Mary's left to be, obviously. And Cornelius is the captain of the blacksmiths in Sapphires, and he's also a badass fighter. He's not as badass as Tactius, Tessitonius, and Cassian because he's a Southern, but he's a natural fighter, man. He knows how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because the Amber actor did what, and Cornelius is like in his late 40s. He's not as old as Eli and all them. He's in his late 40s. Whereas Eli is in his 60s, his mid 60s, even early 70s. He's an older dude. And that's why I might have John White Davis and the actor for King Theoden compete for the role of Eli. I think I'm gonna choose one. I'm gonna make a statement here. I'm going to choose either John White Davis or the actor for King Theoden for the role of Eli. I think those two actors are perfect for the role. Peter, what do you think? I don't think anyone else is better to play the role of Eli than John White Davis and the Benjamin Bernard actor. Peter's like, yeah, I mean, I can see them as the role of Eli, yeah. But I'll have more actors send in the reels to give them more. I'll have you guys in Hollywood send your reels to give the actors in Hollywood an opportunity. But my top two candidates for the role of Eli are John White Davis and Benjamin Bernard for the role of Eli, the leader of Sapphires, the powerful political leader of Sapphires, obviously. Because Eli is a powerful man. He's so powerful, you have something called the Bell Law. Whenever a thief or a robber or an imposter, you know what I'm saying, is caught, obviously, you get thrown in a dungeon. You can even be put to death. To strictly, all right, that's a bit too harsh. No. Back then, that's how it worked, man. Back then, if you cheated on your husband, cheated on your wife, you did all these things. If women cheat on their husband, they get put to death and all stuff. Yeah, it's a law, obviously. Eli is a powerful leader, obviously. And John White Davis has that voice of authority. I heard him talk, obviously. Yeah, he has that beautiful voice, as well as the King Theoden actor. He was the leader of Rohan, the king of Rohan. He's good for the king of what? For the king of For the king of what? He's good for the king of what? For the king of he was a king of Theoden, hence why he's really good for the leader of Sapphires, obviously. You're gonna see how hard John White Davis and that actor are gonna fight for that job, man. Yeah. Here, Jasmine, Ivan, like you're choosing a lot of my Lord of the Rings actors. Ivan, you have a Stars reunion, a Marvel reunion. You have a Lord of the Rings reunion. Yeah, you have a Stars reunion, a Marvel reunion, a Victorious reunion. You know what I'm saying? If I choose those guys, obviously, yeah. But Ivan, the three, in my opinion, the three actors who are perfect for the role. The actor for Mary, Danielle Minette, pretty much got the job. I can't picture anyone else better for the role than Danielle Minette. Like, Peter, what do you think of this Danielle Minette actor who was in Victorious? You know, so you think she's good for Mary? Ivan, she's perfect for Mary. Like, she has that. She's Mary, Ivan. You chose the perfect actors. Well, yeah, Peter, I did. I'm saying, but even though I'm gonna have all these actors read for the part, that way I know I made the right choice. You know what I'm saying, huh? Obviously, yeah. So the actor for Amber, I don't know his name. I'll find out. I'll find out what his name is. I'll pay him 4.5 million for the role. For the role of Cornelius, the blacksmith. Obviously, Cornelius is a major character. He's a supporting character. He's a very, very supporting character. He's in a lot of scenes. Pay him 4.5. He's not worth 5. Because that actor's kind of like our hybrid rising star BS actor. Because after he did Lord of the Rings, he had a pretty major role in Lord of the Rings. He wasn't a major character. And after Lord of the Rings, he landed minor roles in like Star Trek. And he's doing The Boys right now. And I'm pretty sure he did independent movies. So for him, he's like a hybrid rising star B-list actor kind of guy. Pay him 4.5 million. That's a good paycheck for the actor, as he doesn't make that in Hollywood. He probably makes like, I don't know, 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million for The Boys. 1 million for The Boys. I'm paying him 4.5 million. It's a nice check in his bank, obviously. He'll work hard. If you thought his acting in what? If you thought the Amber actor's acting in Lord of the Rings was good, he's gonna destroy the role of Cornelius. Because I paid him his millions, obviously. Whereas for Lord of the Rings, he probably made like 100K. 150K for the role. It was 120K for $120,000 for the 2 movies he made. He made shitty money, and he still destroyed the role of what? 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 Of Amberman. And he got his shitty money. Yeah, the actor for King Theoden got his shitty paycheck. He probably only made like 150 grand or something like that for the movie. And yet he destroyed the role of King Theoden. You can only imagine, if he's chosen, how much he's going to destroy the role of Eli, the leader of Saphius, or John White Davis. If you thought John White Davis and what? If you thought John White Davis and the King Theoden actor, Benjamin actor, destroyed the role in Lord of the Rings, they're going to completely destroy the role for Zanus. Because I paid them their millions of dollars, and I gave them a piece of the profits. 0.01% I'm giving them. I'm giving all my stars the 0.01% to 0.05%, but most of them are going to make 0.01%. You got to watch for your budget, obviously. The only ones who I'll give 0.02 are like guys like Idris Elba, because he's pretty big, obviously. And Don Cheadle, I'm giving him 0.03. And those are the only people who are going to make... And Benjamin Cumberbatch and William Dafoe, I'll give those guys 0.02. 0.02. Because they're voice actors, I'll pay them a bit less. Give them 0.02%. Obviously, in my opinion, if you wear them, if you're a voice actor and you're wearing a mask, you're not worth as much. Pay them a bit less so they don't rip you off, because you don't see their face, obviously, right? Yeah, man. I'm paying all the actors a consistent millions. That's why Peter Jackson will be shocked. Viggo Mortensen, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna have him compete with Don Cheadle for the role of Maramis, because I can picture Maramis black, but I can also picture Maramis white. And that's why I have those two guys fight for the role. Don Cheadle is bigger than Viggo Mortensen. Viggo Mortensen's only worth like 30 million bucks around there, and Don Cheadle's worth 40. But I'll match Viggo's offer with Don Cheadle's offer for the role. So I'll tell my secretaries, okay, give Viggo Mortensen's agent a call. Tell him Ivan is interested in him for the role of Maramis, the archer, the captain of the archers, and I'll have him I'll give him a section of my book to read, and I'll have Viggo Mortensen send his reel, and I'll have Don Cheadle come in to read, obviously. Don Cheadle, I'll have him flown to Vancouver to read live, obviously. We'll film him. And I'm going to compare him with the other actors, like Viggo Mortensen and the other actors who send the reels. It's not just Viggo Mortensen, there's other actors in Hollywood who are more than welcome to send the reels, obviously. Have them read for the read for the part, obviously. Have them read for the part. Have them read for the part, and we'll see who's better for the role. Obviously, Viggo Mortensen, I'll match his salary with Don's. The way he works, I'll pay him 10, pay Viggo 10 million for the role. It's a good paycheck for him, and give him. He's worth 30 million bucks. Give him 0.02% of the profits, which is a good 6 to, I don't know, 11 million in royalties around there. I don't know. Viggo Mortensen signed his like 18, 19, 20, 21 million deal. Money that he does not make in Hollywood. More money than what he made for Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, he probably made maybe $1 million. $1.5 million or something like that for the role. 1 million bucks he made for Lord of the Rings. If you thought Viggo Mortensen destroyed the role of Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, he's going to completely destroy the role of Maramis. Because I paid him more money. I offered him 10 million bucks salary. and I gave him 0.02% of the profits. Because he's a small A, so I'm not giving him any more than 0.02. If his agent wants 0.1, I'm like, guys, Viggo is not a bigger ace actor, he's a smaller one. 10 million bucks and 0.02% is good enough. That's a good deal for Viggo Mortensen. If he doesn't like my offer, he's more than welcome to work on me a dirty slave. Oh, Ivan, it's a deal. Yeah, I gave you a fucking good deal, obviously. Have him and Don Cheadle fight for the job. And I'll have Michael B. I might have Michael B. Jordan, Daniel Kalawa, and John Boyega fight for the Tacitonius job. Obviously, I'm not just gonna hand John Boyega the role. I want to see him live on the screen. See if I made the right choice. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the Anonzo actor, he's a B-list actor. Pay him $3 million for the role, and give him 0.01% of the profits. It's a good deal for him. He signed his nice, I don't know, $7-8 million deal, right, with the royalties. Money that he does not make in Hollywood. See what I'm saying? Huh? He made probably $400,000 for Zoo, $500K for Zoo. He made, and I'm paying him $3 million for the role of Cornelius. Have him compete with the Amber actor for the role of Cornelius. Because I can picture Cornelius black, but I can also picture him white. You see what I'm saying? I picture Cornelius more white than I do black, but I can also picture Cornelius as a black man, obviously. Whereas Eli, I don't see him as a black man. I see him as a what? As a Caucasian kind of guy, a whiter dude, a lighter dude, obviously. And Lithia, I don't see as a black woman. I don't see her as an Asian woman. No, I see her as a whiter woman, or like a brownish skinned woman. Yeah, a Middle Eastern look. Like VJ. VJ has that Puerto Rican look, right? She's supposed to be Puerto Rican. She's N, obviously. She's half Puerto Rican, half American. VJ. She has that perfect look for Lithia, obviously. Obviously, yeah. And that's why VJ, yeah. People be like, yeah, Ivan, no one's better to play the role than your wife. Your wife, VJ's perfect for the role of Lithia. Yeah, VJ's perfect for the role of Lithia. Yeah, VJ is perfect for the role of Lithia, the sweetheart. Eli's daughter, obviously, yeah. People like, holy shit, Ivan, you're creative. Like, you have all your fucking what? You have all your fucking, you have all your actors, like, you have, yeah. And for serious, I'm thinking the guy who was in Homeland. I forget his name. His name is something. I forget his name. The guy who was in Homeland, the show, he's good for serious, but Pyre's foster parent. I can picture him as serious. Hey, Peter, what do you think of this guy for serious? He's a young dude. Sirius is an older dude. He's like in his 60s, obviously. What do you think of this guy for Sirius? Sirius is a grumpy man. I'm saying Papari is a foster parent. I think he's good for Sirius, Ivan. Yeah, I think he's good for Sirius. Yeah, that guy, I'll pay him $3 million. He's a BS actor. Pay him $3 million bucks, and give him 0.01% of the profits. I am only doing this, guys, for Zayn. It says all my other movies, I'm not giving all my stars a piece of profits. No, only the 4 small A-list actors, or the 5 small A-list actors, the 3 big ones get a piece of the pie. Whereas everyone else don't get shit. Whereas for Zayn, because it's a unique story, and I want these actors to completely destroy the role. I want Zayn to be the best story ever told in motion picture. I'm going to obviously what? I'm going to give all the actors a piece of the pie, obviously. I'll have Zoe King compete with Ariana Grande for the role of Belle. Zoe King is a bit weird, a bit weird, obviously, when you watch Kissing Booth. She's a little weird, obviously. You can have her compete with Ariana Grande. Don't hate me, Ariana Grande. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, what the fuck, man? Look, guys. I'm not just going to hand you the fucking job. I want to see you guys read for the part, man. That way I know I made the right choice for my casting choices. People are like, Ivan, even though these actors are good, have them come in and read. We need to see if they're really, really good for the part, Ivan. Okay, fine. I'll have all the actors come in and read their lines. Take sections of my book and have them read sections of my book of their character lines. And see if I made the right choice. And I'll have other actors in Hollywood send the reels. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. And so I'm going to discuss with Peter, Remo Toro, John Favreau, Nick Filoni, my wife, and George Juice. We're going to discuss. We're going to look at all the reels of all those 15 actors for Zayn and see if we made the right. Okay, Peter, we saw the videos. Do you think these actors I chose are the right choice, or do you want to see, or do you think I should have more actors send reels? Ivan, I think you should give Daniel Kaluuya a chance. I think he might be good for Tacitonius. I think Michael B. Jordan might be good for Tacitonius. You know what I'm saying? I think Zoe King might be good for Belle, VJ's best friend. I think the actor for Amber and Anunzo guy are good for Cornelius. Yes, and I think John Wright Davis and the Benjamin actor who played King Thed. I think they're good for Eli, the leader of Saphius. Obviously, I think they're good. Obviously, for the role. Obviously, yeah. You're gonna see that smile on Peter Jackson's face when you see the documentary because I gave him an unlimited budget, man. $980 million towards the movie, man. 980. $980 million going towards the movie. I gave Peter an unlimited budget, man. He doesn't have to worry about. Peter, is $37 million enough towards Is $37 million enough towards the cost of my Ivan? That's more than enough. Easy have like Peter. Is that enough for like 25,000 armor, 15,000 armor? Ivan, it's enough. It's enough, Ivan. We can find a way to make it work. Obviously, yeah, it's enough. Obviously, and worst comes worst, if it costs us a bit more, I don't mind putting more money into the movie. If it costs me maybe like an extra $3 million, Peter, I don't mind taking out an extra $3 million to afford to have all the armor. Me and Vij are going to make our money back. I don't even mind taking an extra $10 million out because I know me and Vij are going to make our money back. Obviously, you see what I'm saying? But $37 is more than enough. He just it's more than enough, man. For Lord of the Rings, you only had like a $1 million budget for armor and fucking weapons. $2 in our budget. We only could afford to have like a couple hundred extras and that's it, Ivan. Whereas you have like thousands of extras, yeah. I gave him $400 towards the computer's processing software of CGI. Looking at Warbling something better than even fucking what? Weta Digital, man. Obviously. Well, Weta Digital, I believe, is the second biggest special effects company in the world. Peter Jackson grew his company to a big company, obviously. But the special effects equipment I'm not gonna use Weta Workshop's special effects equipment. No, I'm gonna rent my own. Peter, I want to rent the best. Ivan, if you put $400 towards special, you can rent the best stuff in the business, Ivan. A revolution of technology, like unheard of processing software for your CGI. We can process a shitload of computer graphics for your movie, Ivan. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. You can process a shitload of stuff for your graphics, Ivan. Yeah. My special effects equipment will be better than ILM. It'll blow ILM and Weta Digital out of the water. As in Hollywood, they only put like $30 million towards movies, man. 40, 50 million towards movies. For The Hobbit, they probably put maybe $100 million towards special effects. $150 million towards special effects they put towards The Hobbit. And you gotta work that. I'm putting $400 million towards special effects, guys. People be like, holy shit, I mean, $400 million? Yeah, perhaps even more. Perhaps even 410. 415 is like, holy shit, I mean, Lord of the Rings, you only did put like $25 million towards special effects, $30 million towards special effects. And you got a beautiful world like that. You're looking at a revolutionary technology, looking at unheard of action sequences buried in My Helm's Deep, in Two Towers, unheard of horror 3 times scarier than the bees, Lord of the Rings, and Pennywise the Clown, and Ephesus, unheard of world-building buried in Pandora, and even My Middle Earth, yes. Yeah, man, you're looking at unheard of. I gave Period on the budget. I'm renting the film IMAX cameras. Obviously, yeah. But I'm going to ask Peter, I recommend we film the movie in chronological order. I don't want to do what you did for Lord of the Rings where you film a bunch of scenes at the same time. Otherwise, I want the actors to grow in character as the story progresses. Because the last thing I want to do is have me act cocky, and all of a sudden I film volume 3, a scene in volume 3, and all of a sudden I have to act mature. It can really mess up the flow of the actor's story progression, and building up his personality trait. Peter, I want all the actors to grow as the story progresses. That's why I don't want to do what you did for Lord of the Rings where you film multiple scenes in multiple locations. No, I don't mind filming multiple scenes. I don't mind filming multiple scenes in volume 1. But like, Peter, I don't mind us doing multiple scenes, filming multiple scenes a day, obviously. But let's stick to like one volume at a time. So while you're filming, I don't know, while you're directing me in the later half of volume 1 with Vaughn Joje and all of them, and the actor for fucking Homeland, whatever it is, Sirius, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Guillermo Toro and John Favreau, in the first and second director, are directing the prologue and Young Tactius. So they're directing all the scenes of volume 1. Hey Peter, I don't mind directing multiple scenes at the same every day at the same time. That way we get things accomplished faster, obviously. But let's do one volume at a time. Let's not do what you did for Lord of the Rings, where you film volume 1, where you film Fellowship of the Ring at the same time you're filming scenes of Return of the King. I don't want to do that, as it can really mess up the flow of the actor's performance. Because all the actors progress and change as the volumes progress. Obviously, hey, I see what you're saying. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, Peter. Let's film volume 1 first. I don't mind us filming multiple different scenes of volume 1 at the same time, but let's just stick to volume 1, okay? And after we're done volume 1, we move on to volume 2. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? And we film multiple scenes for volume 2 at the same time every day. And then move on to volume 3. That way, because I read in the book that Elijah Wood said it was very tough. It was very tough to film scenes of Fellowship of the Ring at the same time film scenes of Return of the King because what? Frodo was a different character in Return of the King than he is in Fellowship of the Ring. He's corrupted by the ring. It can damage the flow of the actor's performance, obviously. And that's why, like Peter, I want the characters to grow as we progress in each volume. I see you're saying yes, so we get a better movie. I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because I paid, the Zane's actors are consistent rich millions. They're going to destroy the role of the character, obviously. As I told you, what? Sean Austin supposedly complained about his shitty paycheck. When they offered him $250K, Sean Austin was shocked by that shitty contract. He's like, holy shit, like $250K for 3 movies? That's peanuts. Yeah, they offered him $250K and Sean complained about it. Sean asked to complain about it, obviously. He got it, but Peter couldn't do anything. Sorry, Sean. Warner Bros. Gave me a shitty $9 million budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There was even supposedly the CEO of New Line, he told Elijah Wood, he's like, you must have a crappy agent because we would have paid you twice of what we paid you. You know what I'm saying? And Peter's like, don't tell an actor that. Don't tell an actor that you could have paid him more. It's a shitty fucking feeling. Yeah. Because welcome, Hollywood's fucking cheap. Yeah, man. As Elijah Wood got his shitty $250K paycheck around there per movie. I heard he made about like $800K for the 3 movies around there. He made his $250K per movie, Elijah Wood. Whereas I think Sean Austin and all the other Hobbits only made $250K for the 3 movies. Whereas Elijah Wood made a bit more. Because he was a big character. He made like, I think, $250K per movie around there. He made like his $750K. Which is a pretty shitty paycheck for a major role, man. That's how much I'm paying fucking the actor for Lithius and fucking Baramis for the fucking role. In who are pretty major characters. Yeah, my company blows out of the water, yeah. So think about it. Sean Austin got his $250,000 check. He complained about it, I heard, and yet he still destroyed the role. You can only imagine how hard these Zane's actors, I don't know, if the King Thayan actor, John Wright Davis, the Aemir actor, Viggo Mortensen, I'm saying, if they're chosen, you can only imagine how much they're going to destroy the role of the character, man. If you thought Viggo's performance for Aragorn was good, think of something twice that for my movie. Because I gave him his freedom, whereas in Hollywood he was a dirty slave, and I paid him way more money. I paid him $10 million, money that he does not make in Hollywood. He probably makes his $3 million for his movies, and I gave him 0.02% of profits, which is a good, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 million in royalties, excluding his $10 million salary. Viggo Mortensen will destroy the role of Maramis. Show my here.